That's all, it's going.
So the Accio clay is really good because it's toothy and has a lot of grit, and it'll hang on to itself really well, and I don't have to use any kind of adhesive to build with it. These pieces are my favorite because I tried a process of coloring called sag firing, and it's where you use natural things to color your ceramics, and you can use like pine cones, and sometimes the pine cone in the sag, which is a container that you put your piece in. So you put a pine cone, a banana peel, an egg, anything that'll catch on fire pretty much, and it will transfer onto the clay. I did throw a banana peel and a pine cone in this one, but yeah, you can kind of see the pine cone. I think it was in this one, like down in here. It's a little reddish, but probably this lighting.
So dark in here, yeah.
But this is all smoke, basically. There's no, like, nothing covering the clay. It's really raw, so that's why I really like that process. And then this piece down here, it has the dark also, but I mixed this clay myself, so I added, like, different kinds of silt and stuff. This is the Accio. And then here is the Accio mixed with a copper oxide, which turns the clay black, and if you get it hot enough, it'll turn it green.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see it, but on this one here, the tips kind of have crystallized because it got so hot. So, I don't know, the science behind it is really interesting to me, and I kind of geek out on it a little bit. I really miss working with ceramics and clay, but I don't have access to a kiln, so.
Oh, so did you use the one from the campus then?
Yeah, these are all from my Bachelor's of Fine Arts show.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, these are about a year old now, and I had them in storage because some artists didn't show up for Andy, and I told her I had some stuff in storage, so I just brought it and put it up.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah, I'd really like to get access to a kiln. I'm hoping, I know the Fine Arts Department has told me I can use theirs before, but the process of making something in my house and transporting it to WSU
it's dangerous.
Is so sketchy. Like,
yeah, because
you have to have the clay like bone dry, basically, close to when you fire it, because the moisture and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But it'll probably break and transport. So. And then I don't have a yard where I could build like a fire pit, so because that would be ideal actually. Because then with raku, you basically build a sand pit, and you get like pine needles and newspaper, and you catch it on fire. And it's a lot of fun.
Sounds fun, yeah.
Yeah, you can play with fire. And then you'll have your piece in this really hot kind of outdoor kiln thing, which you can make yourself. And then you take it out with these tongs and you put it in the fire that you've created, and then you smother it with a tin can. And the more oxygen you give it, the more the colors will change, like in the raku pieces I showed you earlier. Yeah, so it's kind of sciencey and kind of fun.
Yeah. So are you a fine arts major? You're getting your bachelor's degree in fine arts, I guess.
Right. Yeah. I graduated a year ago with my bachelor's in fine arts.
Oh, you did?
So,
okay.
Yeah, I have a BFA, and I'm just working right now in Coleman, and I'm finding jobs where I can show my art, or I'm still working on creating art. I'm kind of saving up money to move someday.
Yeah.
So, I kind of want to get it. I don't know. I'd like to get a job like at the Museum of Art on campus here at WSU, because the people that work there are really amazing.
Yeah.
And that would be ideal. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while.
Yeah. So I guess would you like to see the bell tower do more things like this, where we can incorporate like other cultural aspects, and artists like you who don't have an outlet somewhere could use somewhere like this?
Totally.
Yeah.
If I knew that this space would be available in like 6 months for me to install my work, like I would start, now, so I could show it. Because I mean, this stuff obviously a year ago was seen by my peers and my faculty and things like that, but I feel like a lot of people from the community don't come to those kind of events,
Yes.
So I was like, well, I'll put them up here and maybe I'll get a good response, and I've had a really good response, and one of the bands was actually talking about my pieces, and I went up to them and I was like, I love your music, and they were like, oh yeah, and I'm like, I did the art back there, and they're like, oh, we were talking about it, and I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, you know, I'd really like to do album covers. Like, that's where I get a lot of inspiration from. It's from trees and music, and then also looking at album covers. Like, I really like to look at the design and just like all those fun little things. And I think that'd be really cool to do like event posters and album covers, and just to be a part of music in that way and contribute to it, because it contributes so much to my personal life and like my well-being. Like,
yeah, seriously though.
Like, yeah, I would probably go crazy if there wasn't music, you know.
So do you think that music and art have a pretty close relationship, at least for you personally?
Oh yeah, totally. Like, if I'm not feeling in the right headspace, I have to put my earbuds in. Like,
me too.
When I got here today, I had my boxes and I didn't have anything unpacked, and I was just like overwhelmed. And so I just put "Said the Whale" in my ears, and I was just like, okay, here we go. You know, and then that gets me kind of in that space that I need to be in, you know. And so yeah, it definitely goes hand in hand for me.
Awesome.